Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Lisa. And I thought of an idea. Since it's 2020, I have 20 reasons why I am glad to have lost the weight that I already have. And then 20 more reasons why I need to continue my weight loss. And it was a lot harder for me to think of things than I thought it was going to be. Like, I don't know, I think of things at different times, like, ooh, I'm glad I can do this now, or um, it's cool that this happens, and, but then when I actually sit down and try to think about 20 reasons or 40 reasons, it was a lot more difficult than I thought. So, number one, the first is reasons why I'm glad I've lost the weight that I have. Number one is better mobility. Two, having more clothing options. Three, it's helped my self-esteem. I'm not going to say that it's like good or anything, but it's getting better.
Work in progress.
Four is able to fit comfortably behind the wheel of a car again. Five, being able to go to stores, walk, and shop. Not so good on my pocketbook, but it's fun. Six, being able to stand up long enough to cook a meal. I mean, when you can do something, it seems like no big deal. Like, everybody does this. After you've spent an amount of time where you haven't been able to do that, to be able to do everyday things like cooking meals without having to sit down, it's kind of major. Seven, it's alleviated a lot of my restless leg fits. It used to be like if I laid down, I would have to move and kick my legs for a while before I could fall asleep, or like wind down enough to fall asleep. And that has lessened. Also, when I used to be when I got really tired, my legs would start, I called it fitting. I would just have to move them, rocking them back and forth, kicking, whatever. I had to be moving them, and that has lessened a lot. It has improved my sleep. This is number 7. I have always had some issues with sleep. Like, I'll have periods of time where I sleep way too much, and then long periods of time where I maybe get an hour or two a day, if that. I've had times where I've been up like 2-3 days straight and not able to sleep. And it really has helped kind of level out my sleeping to where I'm getting enough to not be grouchy and not getting too much that I'm just sleeping all the time. Number 9 is more energy and stamina. 10, traveling is a lot easier. Being in the car for a long period of time is really, really hard when you're 500 pounds. Just, you can't get comfortable, legs swell the longer you're in the car being in one position. That my legs and feet do not do that anymore. That was 10. 11, being able to fit in average size chairs with arms. That I used to avoid, like, I'm not even going to make the attempt, because when I can look at it and see that it's got arms, I wouldn't even try to do it. Because I'm not trying to break a chair in front of a bunch of people, because that's embarrassing. 12, improved moods, and it's lessened my depression. I'm not going to say it's completely made it non-existent or anything, but it has helped a lot. 13, here's another one of those things that people take for granted. Being able to put on your socks and shoes without seeming like you're smothering yourself to death. 14, healthier skin. I notice a lot less breakouts. My face, I mean, it's not like perfect and glowing, but it's a lot better than it was. I used to get breakouts really bad right in here. And that has lessened a lot. I think it's probably from not having the junk, grease, and stuff like that messes your skin. 15, be able to soak in the bathtub. It's embarrassing when you can say that there was a time that you could not fit in the bathtub. And now I can't. And I got rid of my shower chair. Well, that's been rid of for a while, but yeah, that's another thing. When you're 500 pounds, it takes all the energy you got to stand up long enough to wash your arse. And sometimes more energy than you got to wash all the places you got to wash. So I did have a shower chair that has since been donated. Towels can fit around me without my whole backside hanging out. Another thing that probably wouldn't, to a normal sized person who's never been big, like, who doesn't have towels that fit them? I didn't, and now I do. 17, better personal hygiene. Because let's be real. When you're 500 pounds, there are places you don't get to very easily unless you got arms like Monkey, which I do not. So, and I'm going to go a step further with my giving too much information. My arms are not very long, okay? When your body is bigger around, it takes a lot of extra effort and contortion to make sure you're clean, get the places that need to be cleaned. I can wipe my butt a lot easier, let's just say that.
Booty.
It has helped with my breathing issues. I've had asthma my whole life. But pretty much now I don't really have to use my inhaler hardly ever. So it has really helped with my breathing and my snoring while I'm asleep. 19, I don't get hot and sweaty as much, aside from like when I'm working out. But normally, or it used to be that I was always hot, always complaining about it being hot, didn't want to turn on the heat in the wintertime. Now I freeze to death. Which might be not just weight related, but the fact that I'm getting old. And then 20 is just overall improved health and happiness. I just feel better. And that was the 20 for being glad that I've lost what I have already. Now the 20 reasons to continue losing weight. I want to travel more places. I want to not have to shop plus size clothing shops or plus size department in different places. I want to be here longer for my family, my grandbabies, my fur babies. I want to go to an amusement park and ride everything, even the stuff that makes me sick, just because I haven't done it in so long. Number 5, being more confident, being around people, and having less social anxiety, because I used to be a very social person. And somewhere along the line, I mean, I was big when I was social. Like, I've never been a small person. Something happened in my mind that kind of just, I mean, I know my weight has not everything to do with my social anxiety, but it definitely contributed to a decline in how social I am. And that I want to improve more. Number 6, I would like to take the babies on long walks, hikes, taking the dog parks and not have to worry about whether or not there's places to sit down. Just walk around with them. Number 7, I want to help more with household chores. It killed me last summer to have to mow the lawn. I want that to be easier. And you know what makes it even worse? When you see like somebody who's double or triple your age, when you're driving around, they're out there mowing their lawn and you got to do one swipe around and stop and sit down. Embarrassing. Anyway, I want to get improved in that area. I also want to be more self-sufficient. It being up to Charlie for a long time to go in the store and do all the grocery shopping and everything like that. Now I go in with him, but I still don't go by myself and do things. I want to be more self-sufficient where I feel confident being out by myself. Number 9, to be able to occasionally go to a restaurant for dinner without feeling like everybody is staring at the fat chick. Like, what are you going to eat? Like, I don't think you need to be eating. They might not really be thinking that, but I feel like they are, so I don't want that. Number 10, to keep improving my strength and wellness. 11, to ride bikes with my hubby and my niece. Get out, enjoy when it gets warm. Get out and enjoy warmer weather. 12, it'd make me feel younger, I think. Because, when you're 500 pounds, you feel like you're like 80 years old because you can't do anything. So I want to continue to lose so that I can hopefully not feel like I'm 80 years old. 13 is I want to be able to go ride horses with my niece. The last time I was on a horse was maybe when I was 12, and it's something I enjoyed then. I would not even think about getting on a horse with the size I am right now because that's me. So I want to get to where it's not going to kill the horse for me to get on it. It's not going to be like trying to throw me off, like, get off of me. Yeah. So 14, to be able to fit on a plane, one seat and no seatbelt extender. That leads to 15, I would like to go on a cruise. Not really sure if this one's ever really going to happen because I don't see myself being able to put my fur babies in a daycare for a full week and be away from them. They don't really even like to go to the groomers. So being away from them and them being somewhere where I don't know what's going on for a whole week, some bad things happen in some of them places, and you never know which one is reputable for that. So that might not happen, but we'll see. I want to be able to, if I want to. I want to feel like I would be able to. 16, improve heart health and metabolism. 17, to lessen my knee and joint pain. 18, just to live longer, to actually live. Not just exist, live, do things, be part of the world. 19, to be more confident. And 20, to meet a lifelong goal. Like, I have never ever been small. I don't intend on ever being tiny because that's quite frankly not going to happen. Um, there would be lots, there's going to be lots of skin still after I'm done. So I'm never going to be tiny, but um, I want to be an average size. I don't want to be fat. I don't want to be obese. I don't want to be large. I don't want to be thick. Um, and I want to be comfortable in my skin. So that's my 20 and 20. And I'm getting ready to go work out. So I will catch you guys soon. Take care.